Hey y'all, it's Kiki. I'm back with another video. Okay y'all, today I'm doing a story time. I already have 2 college roommate horror stories on my channel. If you haven't checked them out, check them out because I have dealt with a lot when it comes to college roommates. Like everybody and their mama has tried me. Also, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Let's get into the story. This is another college roommate horror story. I was a business major in college, and y'all know if you're a business major, like, you have to be doing internships. Like, internships are everything. If you're not doing an internship, you're not about your paper, you're not about your business. I had applied for this internship in Seattle, and y'all, this internship apparently was like so hard to get into. They had like thousands and thousands of applicants every year, but they only accepted 30 interns. So I got the internship in Seattle. It was one of those internships where like they fly you to Seattle, they pay for you to live there for the summer. We basically stayed in a dorm, and it was like typical dorm fashion where you had one roommate, like you had 2 twin beds. And we actually had our own bathroom, which was like super nice because at Hampton University, I did not have my own bathroom in any capacity. Basically, before we arrived in Seattle, our internship company basically told us to like fill out these forms so like they can match us with a roommate, like asking like, are you neat, are you messy, like do you stay up late, like what are you into? And they paired everybody with a roommate. And so I get there on the first day of my internship and my roommate's there. And my roommate, I need to name her, I'm gonna name her Jasmine. So I walk through the door and there is Jasmine, and honestly y'all, I'm ecstatic. I felt like we had so much in common the second I seen her. Like, we both had a cute sew-in, you know what I'm saying? We both wanted to be like YouTubers. We had so much in common. One thing about me, I'm a talker, and I will talk your head off. If you watch my other roommate horror stories, me and Summer never stopped talking. Me and Jasmine were not any different. We both have a lot in common. We both like lived on the East Coast at the time. We both had the same career. Like, we literally were in the same internship, so we had the same career goals. So me and Jasmine became best friends, y'all. And maybe that's my issue. I've become best friends with everyone. This is like week 1, mind you. The internship was only like a summer. It was only like 3 months. And we talked, y'all, nonstop. Like, we would go to work every morning. We'd wake up, we'd be like, good morning. Like, we'd be doing our affirmations together. We'd be like, yeah, I hope you have a great day at work. Don't forget to tell your boss this. We're gonna do this, this, and this. We came back from work, we ate dinner together. We did everything together at this point. It got to the point where our next door neighbor kept coming and knocking on our door and was like, can you guys STFU? Like, can you guys be quiet? Because I cannot sleep. Because me and Jasmine were just running our mouth all day long. Me and Jasmine like wanted to explore Seattle because obviously like we had never been to Seattle. We had never lived there. So on the weekends, we would want to like do stuff when we weren't working. I don't know how we ended up meeting this guy, but I know we had just like went to like some parks. You know, Seattle has like the Gum Wall, the first Starbucks in Pike's Place. Like, we did all that the first weekend. And we ended up meeting this guy. And what should I name this guy? Well, we can call the guy Henry. So we met this guy Henry, and Henry was actually an intern too. So Henry was basically like, hey, there's gonna be this really cool NASB, like National Society of Black Engineers, cookout this weekend. You guys should come, like, I'll pick you up. It's a really good way to network and meet other professionals. And so me and Jasmine are both like, oh yeah, we're down. Like, we are not engineers and we're not a part of NASB, but we heard the cookout part, okay? We heard engineers, you know. We might be able to meet some engineers, okay? Sure, we'll go to the cookout, like, free food. The week goes on. Again, me and Jasmine are like super close. Like, we're doing everything together. Really, at this point, it's just me and Jasmine. We're just tight. And there was kind of like a clique of girls that hung out in the internship, and me and Jasmine were kind of like an extension of the clique, but we kind of had our solid clique. Like, we were like, it's me and Jasmine against the world, but like, we'll hang out with these other girls too. So we get invited to the cookout by Henry, and Henry picks us up just like he said. We go to this cookout, we meet all these people. We met people that worked at like every company. So yeah, we're at the cookout and we meet this other guy, and this other guy, we can call him Jay. And this other guy, Jay, like, is really trying to holler at me, okay? He will not stop talking to me. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, Jay was definitely my type, like, to a T. He was tall, you know, brown skin, handsome. He was a little bit nerdy, but like still really cute. Like, you know how like you're really cute, but you don't like fully know how cute you are? That was Jay. Like, he didn't fully know how cute he was, but he was really, really handsome. But Jay's like really trying to talk to me. And Jay's like, wow, like it's so cool that we're both interning. He was from Atlanta. Jay was like, give me your number. We're going to dinner. Like, I really want to get to know you more, blah, blah, blah. Like, really pushing up on me. And I mean, Jay was cute, so I was like, okay, Jay, give me your number. But, side note, y'all. Jay was cute, Jay was handsome. But right before I left for my internship, this guy, y'all, that I was in love with, like, I was in love with this man in college. This man decided that he was going to break up with me right when school ended. Junior year, like right before I was going to go into my internship, literally the last day of school, this man broke up with me. And I was devastated. I seen a video on TikTok. Someone was like, if you think men are the problem, you're going to be single forever. But I thought men were the problem, okay? I hated all men. I didn't want anything to do with any guys. Beyond devastated. Mind you, I was 20. I was super young. Kiki now would have been like, girl, go to dinner with Jay. Like, don't be crying about this other man. But Kiki then just, I wasn't ready, okay? Anyway, I did not tell Jay this. Jay did not know this, but Jasmine knew this. Okay, so Jay gets my contact information, and me and Jasmine end up going back to our room where like the cookout was super fun. We met all these people. We're talking. I tell her I meet this guy, Jay. He's actually really cute, blah, blah, blah. Jay knew Henry because they both were a part of NASB. So we ended up like becoming like cool friends with Henry. Like we hung out with Henry like every weekend, like after we had met him, after he took us to NASB. Henry was really on the friend vibes. Like I don't know if Henry wanted more than the friend vibes, but me and Jasmine both had Henry in the friend zone. Starting to text Jay, and me and Jay were just getting to know each other a little bit more. Like, hey, like how are you? Like tell me a little bit about yourself, blah, blah, blah. So we were texting. And so on the weekends when Jay seen like me and Jasmine were hanging out with Henry, Jay is like, okay, well I want to hang out too. Like Jay was trying to be my man, y'all, okay? Y'all, this story is so embarrassing. This is so freaking embarrassing. So basically one weekend night. So I remember one night we had all like went out to dinner, and Jay had literally like pulled me aside, and like we're standing by Jay's car, and Jay is like, Kiara, such a great girl. Like I really want to take you out to dinner. Like let me take you out to dinner tomorrow night. And I was like, looking back, I'm like, Kiki, why did you not go out to dinner with this man? What was wrong with you? What was wrong? This man that's 2,000 miles away in Virginia that doesn't care about you. You're thinking of him. But I was just like so hurt from like what happened with my ex. I was just like, no. I was like, no. I wasn't mean about it, but I was just like, no, Jay, like honestly, I'm really not ready for a relationship. Like I really appreciate the offer, because at that stage in my life I seen everything as a relationship. I didn't see it as like, oh, you're just getting to know someone over dinner, or oh, that could be a good friend. At that point in my life I felt like if I'm going out to dinner with him, I'm like committing to him. But I'm like, no, Jay, like I really do like you, and like maybe one day we could like make it work, but like right now I'm not looking to, I can't, I'm sorry. And he was like really mad. He was like, are you serious? Like blah blah blah. Like he had an attitude for sure. Like he basically was like, well, have a good night, and like left. Tell me why. So it's a Friday, we're hanging out. Saturday was the day Jay was supposed to take me to dinner. He had like told me everything. I think he was like, oh, we're gonna go to the Cheesecake Factory, like already made reservations, blah blah blah. So it's Saturday. My BFF Jasmine and me, we normally are doing something on the weekend. So I'm like, what are we getting into, Jasmine? What's the move? What do you want to get into tonight? What are we doing? And she starts acting weird. She's like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it's probably just going to be a chill night for me. I'm not sure. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, that's fine. So I, like, start to hit up, like, the other girls that were interning with us to see what they're on. And then Jasmine starts getting ready. And she's, like, beating her face. Like, she's getting cute. And I'm like, uh-oh. Like, I thought she said she was having a chill night. But I guess that's not my business. Like, she's grown. Let me let her do her. And, like, it gets later. She gets a phone call. She puts it on speaker. It's Jay calling her. And Jay was like, hey, Jasmine, I'm outside, blah, blah, blah. Come on out. And I'm like, he's outside? Jay is my man. Like, I know I said I wasn't going to dinner with him, but, like, he's my man. What do you mean, Jay? I don't get it. And I'm like, oh, you're going with Jay? She's like, yeah, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory. We're going to dinner tonight. And I was like, oh! So Jay basically said he's not letting these reservations go to waste. Kiara, you don't want to go with him. He's going to go with somebody else. okay? Jay was on that player vibe. He was gonna have a girlfriend that summer. And I was just shocked. I was just like, wait, you're going to dinner with Jay? I'm like, are you dead serious? Like, sis, what? She was like, yeah, you know, me and Jay have been talking and like we really want to get to know each other more, and like I really like him. And at this point I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I'm like, I mean, it is your fault. You could have been out to dinner with Jay. It's your bad if you really think about it. But like, did Jasmine have to do that because she knew you low-key were feeling Jay? You know what I mean? Like, it's, to me, it's just girl code, y'all, okay? Like, if you tell your friend you're feeling somebody and they're feeling you, like, you don't go out with the friend. Mind you, I did not have a conversation with Jasmine to tell her that I had rejected Jay from the cheesecake. Maybe if I did have that conversation, she wouldn't have accepted. But in her mind, me and Jay were still, like, talking. I felt a pit in my stomach. I was just like, wow, Jasmine cannot be trusted, and neither can Jay. Neither one of them can be trusted. Like, I'm shocked. I really just got played. I played myself.
Okay, y'all, this is editing Kiki. I just want to make it like extremely clear like why I was so upset about the situation. I was mainly upset not because Jasmine went on the date with Jay, but because she lied about it. Like, when I asked her, hey, what are you getting into tonight? Like, why wouldn't, if she wasn't being shady, why not just say, hey, like, I'm going out to dinner with Jay? Why be secretive about it? You know what I mean? Especially with your air quote friends. Or that's why I was really shocked. And that's why I felt betrayed. Not because I don't think Jay should be able to go out with anyone else. Like, he definitely should. But just the fact that they were being super secretive, super sketchy about the situation.
So Jay and Jasmine go to dinner or whatever. I was like, I kind of dropped the situation because like I had texted Jay about it, and Jay was like, well, I asked you, you didn't want to go. But he's like, honestly, we're just going as friends. Like, it's nothing more. Like, don't trip. He basically was like, we can still talk. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I had went out with the other girls that we were interning with. The next night was like a Sunday. Henry had hit me up and he's like, oh, let's chill. And he's like, oh, we can come, me and Jay can come to you guys' dorm. Because our dorm had like a rooftop. It was really nice. It had a rooftop where you could like look out and see all of the city. It was a really cool place to hang out. He's like, yeah, we'll come to your spot. We'll play Uno like on the rooftop or whatever. You and Jasmine will hang out. And I'm still kind of like salty about the Jasmine situation. But I'm like, whatever. Like, I don't have anything better to do. Jay and Henry pull up together. Tell me why. Jay is like, hey, I need to get something out of my car. Jasmine, wanna come help me? And she's like, yeah, of course, Jay, of course. So, mind you, I told you Henry was in the friend zone. Like, Henry was cool, but Henry was not that cool. Like, and the thing is, Henry was a really sweet guy. He was just really short. Like, Henry was like 5 feet, and me and Jasmine were both like 5'5". So it's kind of like, there's nothing wrong with being short, but if you're 5'0" and I'm 5'5", I don't see you in that light. Jasmine and Jay leave. They sound perfect for each other, don't they? Jasmine and Jay. They leave, now I'm sitting up with Henry. Tell me why Henry didn't come in the seat next to me and like put his arm around me. Like, me and Henry are now booed up. I said, I know you're not serious, Henry. I know you're not dead serious right now. I really need you to stop. And Henry's like, what? I thought like Jay and Jasmine had a thing and me and you had a thing. And I'm like, what? What? So this is what happens? I got set up to sit up with Henry and Jay and Jasmine are doing whatever? I was shocked, y'all. I don't know. I just moved differently for the rest of the internship. I was like, you know what, Henry? You have a blessed night. I'm going to go back to my room because, mind you, they're at our dorm. So, I mean, me and Henry were cool. We're friends. Don't get it twisted. But I just was not about to spend my Sunday night knowing I had work the next morning hugged up with Henry. Went back to my room. Jasmine did not come back to the room till like 2 a.m. She comes back like, who knows what her and Jay were getting into? That's not my business. That's basically my story. I know it's not that bad. I set myself up. It's my fault. I just felt like getting that off my chest because I don't like that. Because I felt like I had so much trust in Jasmine. Like, I felt like Jasmine was my friend. Even if we weren't best friends, like, we definitely had spent a lot of time with each other, and I thought a girl code existed that did not. So yeah, I basically got played by my roomie, my BFF roomie, and my little boo. But again, obviously I can't call dibs on Jay. Like, I obviously rejected him. That's my fault. I played myself. I know that. So y'all don't have to come for me in the comments. It was just shocking to see, like, literally the next day, like, Jasmine on my date with Jay. Met one of my best friends. We're still friends to this day. I stopped hanging out with Jasmine, started hanging out with her. She's so much more genuine. And I feel like she got me so, like, she understands my soul. She really was, like, working through, like, stuff with me. And, like, really, because I told you I was hurt about this breakup. Like, my best friend, like, really got me in check and, like, really helped me a lot. So shout out to you, girl. You know exactly who you are. I think if that situation didn't happen, I would have never met my best friend. And honestly, when I went to my internship, I did not have a lot of friends. And I remember, like, crying because I feel like in college, having friends is kind of everything because your family's not there. If you don't have friends, like, you're alone, which you're never alone, okay? God is always with you, okay? But in the moment, you might feel like you're alone. And so I remember, like, crying, like, at the end of my junior year. Like, I really just want genuine friends. Like, please, God, send me genuine friends. I have no one. I don't think I would have met her if the Jay and Jasmine situation didn't happen, because I probably would have still been booed up with Jasmine. I'm still, like, cool with both of Jay and Jasmine. Like, I follow them on, like, Facebook and Instagram. I did talk to Jay, like, recently. I feel like Jay was on the games. Of course, Jay's like, hey, how are you? Like, hey, like, blah, blah, blah. But no. Jasmine looks good. She looks like she's in a committed relationship online, so good for them, you know. But no hard feelings, just in the moment, y'all, I was blown. But again, everything happens for a reason. But yeah, that's the story. I don't know if it's really a roommate horror story. I really set myself up. Let me know if I should do more story time.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. Or if you made it this far in the video, like, you might as well subscribe. And also go check out my other roommate horror stories. They're a lot worse, so try not to judge me. Alright, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.